your girl to Temptation Island to cheat on her with multiple women when you could have just broken up with her back home is diabolical. During Black Women's Month, this man right here is a child of Satan.
VBS, I just turned the water on. Big old flex, shit you never saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls. Keeping on my lip, truck look like brains.
What's up, guys? It's your sister, Jessie Woo. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe, so you can join the Black Women's Tribe during Black Women's Month, okay? Also, make sure that you like this video, turn your notifications on so that as soon as I drop another review, another video, you're the first one to see it, all right? Before we get into episode 5 and 6 of Love Island, I'm really pissed because my episode 1 review was so good. I watched it back and I cackled so hard. I got a copyright strike on it, and honestly, usually when I get a copyright strike these days, I don't even try to dispute it because it just be taking forever. YouTube now, it's not ran by people. This is all robots on here. It's hard to get someone that works at YouTube that can help you with your videos these days. So sometimes I'll just be like, all right, just trim out the segment. But they trimmed out literally more than half of my video. It's really crazy. Whenever I do clips, I always do it under fair use. So I don't know. I'm kind of really thinking about not doing any clips anymore when I'm doing these reviews. And I know I have been really good with putting the clips in and everything. I feel like it adds to the dramatics of it all. But I feel like for the most part, y'all have seen the show. Do y'all really need me to put clips? Drop in the comments and let me know if that's something that you really need. I just feel like, honestly, I might just go back to my old days and we could just have an old school discussion. We all seen what we saw, right? So it is what it is. So I was able to re-upload my video. So if you want to see it without the copyright stricken removed parts, I did re-upload it, and it's going to be episode 1, the full review. So if you haven't seen it, please go watch it. If you saw the first one, you know what, just hit play on this again so that more people can see it. I'm still debating whether I'm going to add clips in this video, but I just want y'all to understand, it be taking me sometimes 6 hours to edit a video. Editing a video is no joke, and I do my edits on my own. All the special effects y'all been seeing me do lately.
We are, oh my God, okay? Jess, it's took you turn up. Who's editing?
It's me. I'm editing. I'm the editor. I'm the new editor. I'm trying to get better and better at it. So I think I'm gonna just save that type of stuff for the editing and everything for my beauty channel. Just in case you don't know, I do have a beauty channel on here. It's called Just Another Day. I am adding more stuff to that channel. Anyway, let's get into episode 5, episode 6. A lot of y'all were in my comments saying, Jess, wait till you get to episode 5. And I'm telling you right now, as I'm recording this, I have not gone past episode 5 and 6. I try my best to stay out the comment section. I don't want the stuff to be ruined for me. I get that a lot of y'all have watched the show, and you can say whatever you want in the comments. I just try my best to stay out of it because I don't want to ruin the show. But y'all wasn't lying. When y'all said episode 5 was insane, it is insane. This is probably the most diabolical episode I've ever seen in a dating show. Ever. This might beat out Montoya, por favor!
Por favor, Montoya, por favor.
Is Montoya, por favor? You know why it doesn't beat out Montoya, por favor? Because the way Montoya took off like a road runner on that damn sea.
¡No te amo! ¡Montoya, vuelve!
On them people beach. Okay? So Montoya still gets the #1 space for the most diabolical scene I've ever seen in a dating show. But this definitely is up there. So let's get into it. Episode 5, we're at the ladies' bonfire. Ashley is seeing Grant in the shower, panting and huffing and puffing and doing all that shower sex shit. He's in the shower with the shower girl, and honestly, I'm proud of her for her reaction because this is actually quite diabolical. the way this man was in that shower having sex like that. And I have a question, like, do these people use condoms? Like, are there condoms by the nightstands? Like, Temptation Island people, are y'all providing people with condoms? Are these people having condom sex, or are they having raw sex? It just be going from 0 to 100 so fast. I don't be seeing nobody split open no Trojan or nothing, Lord. Just raw sausage everywhere, okay? But anyway, I'm really proud of her reaction. She said that, listen, what he's doing to her is the same thing that he did to his baby mama. And it just had me thinking how 2 episodes ago, when he was talking to some of the girls from his villa, how he was saying how, oh, you know, I don't know if Ashley has motherly tendencies. And I thought the audacity coming from Elvis Jr. was crazy, because you can't even be a consistent boyfriend. You can't even be a faithful boyfriend. But see how men do you? Like, they can't even be a faithful man to you, but they want you to be, but they're looking for you to mother their children. Mind you, the children that they put into a broken home situation. They're looking for you to fix what they should have fixed. It's so weird to me.
Honestly, I feel relief. I think I knew who I came here with, and that's who he is.
I like the fact that Ashley said she felt relief, and that Mark was like, you know what? There's so much relief in no longer fantasizing doom. I thought he ate that up. Mark is a very, very good host. Miss Prince Charming gets to see Pastor LDS making sure that Miss Lil Bo Peep is keeping sweet and obeying. All right, they down to his villa. They under the sheets, okay? And she sees this footage and she says she feels so broken.
I am broken. I feel broken.
Mark was saying, you know, there's a difference between being broken and feeling broken. You might feel broken, but you're not broken. And then she goes off into this tangent about how everybody she loves always leaves her, right? And it had me thinking about Chase. Remember Chase, like a couple episodes back, where he realized that she was building other connections with other people, and he was just like, all right. Like, he self-eliminated. That shit was so crazy. It had me thinking about him, but also, you know, she was talking about how this is her life. Everybody that she loves always ends up leaving. And it had me thinking about the fact that, Miss Prince Charming, you're just a mean girl. Like, do y'all remember her reaction to Pastor LDS picking Courtney? You're a mean girl. Like, you're literally a mean girl. There was another moment where I don't know what girl gave Pastor LDS a bracelet, and she told Miss Prince Charming, oh, you're beautiful. And she's like, yeah, and you're fucking fake, and your hair is fake. Like, you're just a mean girl. And I'm not using that to justify Bishop Keep Sweet and Obey. I'm not using that to justify the fact that he ain't shit, he ain't got shit, he ain't got no job, he ain't got no money. I'm not using that to justify that. And well, because during Black Women's Month, don't nobody want to be with a grown man that they have to mother, right? But however, you are really just a nasty, mean girl. And maybe that's something that you should focus on, maybe getting therapy for. Like, coming to Temptation Island shouldn't have been like your thing. Your thing should have been breaking up with his ass and going to find Iyanla Van Zant or somebody to help fix your life. Point blank, period. Now, before the girls leave, Mark says that they have access to Temptation Haven, right? So it's a room that they can go into with a guy of their choosing, and when they go into this room, they can explore temptations with no cameras around. The gag is, though, that the moment they enter this room, there is a light that flashes in the other villa, letting them know that one of their women have gone into Temptation Haven. I think that this is very diabolical. Give me 20 more seasons. The men are now at bonfire. First person up is Pastor LDS, and he sees Miss Prince Charming calling him a whole bitch.
Tyler has bitch tendencies.
Not only is she calling him a bitch, she's saying that he got bitch tendencies. Then she got Cody calling him a bitch.
That's dope that you can actually speak on that, because you don't need somebody with bitch tendencies. And
all you hear is bitch, 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 bitches. It's just a whole lot of bitches. It's just so much bitch assness going on. Pastor LDS is feeling emotional, and he goes on to say that he just doesn't feel valued.
You know, about my bitch tendencies, trying to figure out how to deal with feeling valued.
And I'm gonna keep it realer than real with you because I keep it realer than real. It's hard to find value in a man who ain't got no job. It's hard to find value in a man who ain't got no home. It's hard to find value in a man who ain't got no money. It's hard to find value in a man who's trying to be a model with the face that you have. It's just hard, okay? Let's continue. Brother lay his hands on him, sees Shantae, she's in the villa, and she's talking these men's ears to death about seeing Brion in the last bonfire talk about threesomes, right? And his response to seeing her complain about him constantly asking for threesomes is crazy.
I don't know, I guess it's kind of refreshing for me because I'm literally working on the exact thing she's talking about.
Mind you, in the last episode, this man was fingering another woman. I need you to be so for real. Let's BFFR. Por favor. Montoya, por favor. Then he goes on to address, her comments that she made. She made some comments about the fact that he likes to turn everything into a joke. And he kind of touched on his childhood, the fact that, as a child, when dark things would happen, when bad things would happen, he would just make a joke and that would help him find relief. And, all that. I'm a young black man doing all I can. God, protect me. I don't wanna leave. The same I'm a young black man speech that all black men do. Lino sees Mulan talking about how, listen, I done been with this man for 3.5 years. I feel like I have validated him over and over again. I don't know what to do outside of continuously choosing him to show him that I am choosing him, right? And Lino goes on to say, maybe he needs to do a better job of validating himself.
I am not validating myself, and if I can't be, then no one will.
And I really do feel bad for Lino. Lino's the only guy in this experiment that I feel bad for. I truly think that he is still holding on to the fact that this girl was exclusive with exclusivity, but not really exclusive with exclusivity because she didn't know how to be exclusive because she was promising herself to 2 men at the same damn time. Grant sees Ashley talking about how she was in such a good space when she first got with Grant. Why the hell would the universe give her such an ain't shit man?
I was like, why would the universe give me this piece of shit man?
His response to that is, you know what? She's worried about the wrong thing. I'm a good man.
I am not a bad guy. I am a good father. I'm a good man. I have good intentions. I have a big heart.
Yes, I be cheating, but I'm a good man. Yes, I ain't faithful, but I'm a good man. Yes, I be lying, but I'm a good man. I'm a good man. I'm a young white man doing all I can. Not Elvis Jr. doing the young white man song. And mind you, he has the nerve to do all this following shower sex with Shower Girl. Let me just tell you right now. I'm going to tell y'all something, sisters. When a man has to give you the I'm a good man speech, he's everything but good. If a man has to convince you that he's a good man, he's not a good man. Okay? If he has to convince you he's a good man, he's not a good man. It was so funny to me too, watching him fake cry, and then the men are caressing him. Oh, you're a good man, brother. You're a good man.
Sorry, man. You good, brother?
Mind you, all the men there are very much aware that this man has been drowning his Vienna sausage in a bun in their villa. They know he's actively cheating on his girl, but they're all telling him how much of a good man he is. Men. Male friendships, emptiness, nothing of value. I'm telling you, men do not know how to look at each other and say, bro, I love you, but what you're doing to your girl is dead ass wrong. You are indeed not a good man. They don't know how to do that. They just don't know how to do that. And whenever a man does some diabolical shit and then follows it up with the whole I'm a good man speech, that is his way of detaching himself from his actions. That's all that is. Detaching himself, and then when he goes back and he does it again, he's going to leave it where he left it, and he's going to detach again and tell you how much of a good man he is. That's Being a Man 101. Then Mark asked Elvis Jr. if he wanted some relief. And I'm like, okay, bring out the Aleve, bring out the Advil, bring out the Tylenol. His head must hurt from all that fake crying. No, the relief was Temptation Haven. That is so diabolical. Mark, you a great host, but that was very diabolical. Very diabolical. Now, is it me or Temptation Haven for the women's gave very much Fire Festival? It gave very much... Because what the fuck is this? But then Temptation Haven for the men's was very nice. What's going on? So you have the girls going back into the villa and Ashley makes the announcement that she's single again.
Knowing that things are over with me and Grant is a lot to process.
I'm single again, back on the prowl. I thought it was perfect. I don't know how. I'm single again. You know how they do, how they act, see you with another nigga and they want you back. Woo woo. My ass still fat. Woo woo. You can take the girl out of Dade County, but you cannot take the Dade County out of the girl. I'm so sorry. So Ashley sits down with her two boyfriends, period. She got Danny Boy, she got Pete Davidson. You know, they both kikiing, they all kikiing or whatever. And she made the decision to take Danny Boy on her date. And I love it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. I really like Danny. Who y'all like better? Do y'all like Danny Boy or do y'all like Pete Davidson? Drop in the comments, let me know. You have Elvis Jr. who meets up with Shower Girl once he's back in the villa. And he proceeds to let her know that he's over Ashley. He don't want nothing to do with Ashley. He's done. He's single because she called him an ain't shit man. How dare she point out the fact that I ain't shit? Because I be doing ain't shit things, but that don't make me an ain't shit person, do it? Now, mind you, when he woke up from shower sex with Shower Girl, remember, he was playing his little ukulele, getting his Elvis Jr. on minus the gyration. He told her that actually he wanted to be back with his girlfriend. Like, make it make sense. Brother laid his hands on him as in a confessional, and he's talking about wanting to be in a polyamorous relationship. Honestly, this man is a wicked man. This man is a wicked man, and I actually think he's a demon. Like, it's crazy that Shantae met this man in church. Actually, it's not crazy. Because I told y'all about my daddy. He was preaching and selling crack at the same damn time. But this man is actually quite demonic, okay? Because Brother lay his hands on him reminds me of so many church men who will seduce you like with Christianity and big you up for the Christianity that you hold. All the while, they don't uphold any of those values. They tend to target girls like Shantae because they know that Christianity is part of the reason why a girl like Shantae will stick it out with you. I know, right? I ate. The way Christianity is preached to women, if women don't get a good understanding and get into their Bible themselves and have a real relationship with Christ themselves, they will find themselves victims of misogyny. Because Christianity, I mean, if you really think about the benefits of Christianity, it is for men. It is for men if you're not paying close attention. It is for men. If you don't get in your word and look at women like Sarah, look at women like Ruth and see that what God has intended for you is for you to have a man. And once you have that man that he intended for you, that there should be constant increase in your life. If you don't see the Bible that way, you're fucked. Yaman, who I previously called Gumby, I'm going to call him Yaman because he's a hit to me. He is a hit to me in this villa. So I'm going to respect that name. I'm going to respect that man and I'm going to call him by his name. Yaman sits down with Miss Prince Charming and he gave such a good word.
To build a man, you taking shit away from yourself to build the man.
To build a man is to take away from yourself. Come on, somebody. To build a man is to take away from yourself. This is a man saying this to Miss Prince Charming. Now, Miss Prince Charming did ask him on a date, is it me or Yaman during Black Women's Month prefers palm-colored women's? Is that what it's given? Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. Pastor LDS and Miss Picnic Girl. Pastor LDS and Miss Picnic Table Girl go ahead and they go into the Haven. So they're the first people to go into the Haven.
No cameras.
No cameras allowed.
No
Get
cameras.
out.
And bitch, this is psychological warfare. Because I remember Mark saying like a light was gonna go on. I don't remember him saying lights and alarms and all that shit was gonna go on too. Like, that is diabolical. So they go into the Haven, and immediately in the other villa, you have Shantae crying. Like, Shantae is inconsolable.
I can't do this shit.
Now, while Bishop Keith Sweet and Obey and Picnic Table Girl are in the Haven, you hear a whole lot of moaning, a whole lot of groaning, a whole lot of carrying on during Black Women's Month. This is not the work of the Lord. I'm going to tell you that. This is not the work of the Lord. You got Shantae crying because in her mind, she immediately knows. In her heart of hearts, she knows that Brother Lay His Hands on Him is inside that damn Haven. But he's not. Now, while Brother Lay His Hands on Him is not in the Haven, we thank God. And I was like, okay, you know what? Let me see if he's really gonna change. Baby, I started hoping just a little too soon. Because lo and behold and lo, we are now in Brother Lay His Hands on Him's quarters. And we see that he's in there with Courtney and Alex. Okay? And they down to the bathroom. And we see Brother Lay His Hands on Him just studying. Like, did y'all notice how he was by the door and he just was studying the room? I really think he was looking for where the cameras were at. But it's like, sir, you do know this is Temptation Island. There are cameras everywhere. So anyway, you start to hear the girls ask him, how far are you willing to take it? Then you hear him say, oh, I usually like to watch first. Then boom, pow. It's on and popping like popcorn, ho. I'm talking about coochie thumping, sausage being thrown, bangs being cocked, ho. All right? He's in that bathroom having a full out threesome. And I truly believe that this man is a demon. A whole demon. And I did not see not one condom wrapper on the floor. Like, I don't see... Like, what is going on? Are y'all in there having raw sex? I really want to know that. Like, are these people in this villa having raw sex? This is nasty as hell. Anyway, though, Shantae was crying for good reason. She had good reason to cry. Because while Brother Lay His Hands on Him was not down to the Haven, he was definitely having a threesome. Then you have Elvis Jr. and Shower Girl go down to their Haven. Okay? And all you hear is a bunch of moaning and groaning. And I just couldn't help but to think, you know, Bishop Keith Sweet and Obey and Picnic Table Girl was just inside there. Did y'all change sheets? Like, this is disgusting. So back to Brother Lay His Hands on Him's room. They're finally done with their threesome. And by the time they're done, birds is chirping.
Yeah, birds are chirping.
I'm talking, birds is outside talking about the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. It's literally tomorrow. It's literally tomorrow. Like, who has enough coochie for all that activity? Mind you, he goes straight to bed. He doesn't even greet them girls goodbye. Like, it was... the way that man came out that bathroom and went straight to bed, rolled over, and was like, yeah, fuck y'all hoes. Thank you so much for your services. Thank you. Another one, thank you. It just was so weird. Crazy. And then he had a nerve talking about, oh, I'm respecting Shantae because I'm being honest.
I think I'm still respecting Shantae at the end of the day.
I'm being an honest man. This is me respecting my woman. What? He was showing Shantae so much respect as well when he was talking to the other guys about his threesome. He's like, I love my girl, but that threesome though.
I love my girl, but this was nice.
Now, mind you, I cackled because it was time for Brother Lay His Hands on Him to pick a date. He didn't pick Courtney. He didn't pick Alex, okay? So y'all did all that testicle gargling just to not get invited on a date. He goes and he asks Angel from Atlanta for a date. Mind you, the fact that Brion is from Atlanta, it tells me everything I need to know. Brother Lay His Hands on Him being from Atlanta, it made all the sense in the motherfucking world. Let's just be honest, okay? That's why I thank God every day that I found my king, Lord. Because it's a jungle out here. It is a motherfucking jungle. And it's so embarrassing because then you had Courtney and Alex in their confessional talking about, I mean, you can go on your date, but we know what you have when you get home.
Go ahead, Brion. Take Angel on a date. Me and Court will see you when you get home.
Like, it can't, like, are y'all sex workers? During Black Women's Month, you not embarrassed? Like, you're not upa embarrassé? All that ball sack gargling y'all did last night, and he ain't asked y'all for no date. Mulan asked Giovanni on a date, and I'm just like, girl, why? Is it because he Italian? Lino asked Amaya on a date, and I love this because I remember them cakes. Shantae asked Hashim on a date.
Do you want to go on a date with me today?
I'll definitely go with you. It'll be a lot of fun.
Shantae, I really want you to go on this date and put it on this man. Like, I'm excited for her. I'm so excited for her. I think Hashim is very handsome. And he was giving vibes that he was interested in her. So I'm thinking, oh my God, I cannot wait to see this date between them. Yamin and Miss Prince Charming go on their date, and you know, you have Miss Prince Charming talking about how was very thankful for their conversation. You know, the whole conversation when Yamin was like, listen, you are taking away from yourself when you are building a man, right? But as they're talking, I noticed that little earring that he had. And I said, yup.
So I got lucky today. I just so happened to say the right things.
Yeah. We lost him. We definitely lost him. Pastor Keith Sweet No Bay and Picnic Table Girl, they down to the beach, you know, and they was fishing or whatever. Then they sit down and have a little talk, and she was asking him about what his thorn is and what his rose is. I don't remember what his thorn was, but he made sure to let her know that she was his rose.
I think my rose is...
And he sealed that phrase with a kiss. Shantae and Hashim are on their date, and what the fuck is this?
Oh God. Oh, absolutely not.
Why is it salty?
Where is the date? Like, who? Meanwhile, you got brother lay his hands on him, and Angel walking down to a very romantic, sensual date. You know, you got her laying her yams in front of him, and he's about to give her a sensual massage. And before they started their date, you had brother lay his hands on him, talk about how he wanted this to be an opportunity for him to have a deeper conversation, get more of an understanding. And so during the conversation, Angel was asking him about his Christianity. You know, you're a God-fearing man, but you want threesomes all the time. How does that work? How does your sexual appetite align with your Christianity? Period.
You're saying Christian, but you like threesomes, so...
I'm loving it. And he gives her, like, this man is a textbook narc. You know, God knows my heart.
God knows my heart.
He then asked him when his last threesome was. And this man lied and said,
I don't even know. It's been a minute, you know.
Oh my God. He's a liar. He's a knitter.
He's a knitter.
She then asked him, you know, so what are you looking for in a woman? And the things he described seem to be what his girl is bringing. And so she was like, I don't know, you're in a relationship, but the things that you're saying that you're looking for, aren't you already experiencing that? Like a good girl who stays out the way, a good girl who's at home, a good girl who's going to church. Those are all the things that you already have. So what's your problem? So now in his follow-up confessional after the date, his whole tone changed. His whole thing was, I mean, I'm not understanding. Like, she was asking me so many questions. Like, he tried to make her seem confrontational, but it's like, when you were coming into the date, you said you wanted a deeper conversation. You got it. So what's the problem now? The problem is he wanted to be able to give her a nothing burger. That's the thing with men like Brion. They literally want to tell you a whole bunch of nothing. They want to be able to get their Jonathan Luther King Majors Jr. III on and be able to tell you it's just a whole lot of vibrations, a whole lot of reverberations.
There were vibrations, you know, reverberations.
I love what Angel said in her confessional. She was like, this man is stupid.
How do you sound right now? Dumb.
She said he sounds dumb, he sounds stupid, he's constantly contradicting himself. He's constantly contradicting himself, period. I love what she said about him. She clocked his ass, period. Angel is my type of girl. She's my type of girl. Ashley and Danny Boy go to this date where I think it's like called Tantra. And I really want to do this. Like,
just be in this moment.
You know, it helps you with intimacy. You're holding each other. You're kind of like, you're breathing, you know, each other's air. You're rubbing each other a certain way. I was telling my man, I really want to try this. It really seems like a very good way to develop deeper intimacy. Danny Boy and Ashley have a conversation after their date. And, you know, I really, really like him for her. I know he's younger than, I think he's like 5 years younger than her, 4 or 5 years younger than her. But he seems like he can go her speed. I think he really likes her. The only thing I don't like about their dynamic is that man is beautiful. That man is more beautiful than her. I kind of feel like they'd be fighting for mirror time. I don't know. He's just a really beautiful guy. Everybody is back to their villas and suddenly the men are in their villa and you have brother lay his hands on them crashing out because the lights and the alarms are going off. And it's crazy to see him crash out this way.
Oh, shit.
He is crashing out a la Future.
It's an evil world we live in, bro.
It's an evil world we live in.
And this is just insane. Like, the toxicity of it all, you know, in his mind, I'm wondering if he's thinking it's Shantae. But they don't tell us who is in the girl's haven. And then the episode goes off. Episode 5 to me, honestly, this man right here is the epitome of a demon. He is a demon. This is Satan's spawn right here. And it's just insane to me that this man, you know what makes him so demonic is the fact that this man could have just broken up with Shantae. You could have just broken up with her, but instead you chose to bring her to Temptation Island so that you could cheat on her publicly. That to me is the lowest of the low. The lowest of the low. This man is scum. Scum, scum, scum. And baby, Elvis Jr. ain't too far behind. Both of y'all disgust me. Drop that in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on episode 5, child. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. We're going to hop out of this one. We're going to hop in episode 6 right on in. Not out, but in.
VBS, I just turned the water on. Big old flex, that you never saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls. Been on my truck, look like brains.